Hey everybody, it's just my opinion, Bob, and it's August 13th, 2025. And I hope you're all having a good day. I had a great day today. As a matter of fact, I had one of my viewers come over this morning. It's not often I get to meet any of the viewers, but he happens to go up north and back down south like I do every so often. So we're both in the same location at the same time. So he stopped over and a very nice gentleman. His name is Tony L. And we had a very nice visit. And he made Mary very happy because he fell in love with the Fender Paramount as much as I did. And he went home with it. So there's one more out of the house. And another one just came today. So I'll be talking about that in a minute. But again, it was real nice to meet somebody face to face instead of just in comments. So looking forward to hooking up with them again. And today's video, I'm going to talk about BadCat Instruments and Jason G, who runs BadCat. That's his company. It's also called Polaris for Music and things like that. I've shown a couple of things before from BadCat that I've had, and now I'm kind of helping him. I answer questions. I'm on Facebook with all the different groups. There's several different groups on there, all connected for electric guitars, acoustic guitars, and Music Club is one of them. If you go to Music Club, there's a lot of members there, and you can see the comments and see the guitars. I will put links in the description below for anything I'm talking about, the different sites. A little history. I'm going to try my best to get this right. A little history with Jason G is he started out with the intent of making his own brand of guitars. That's what he wanted to do. He saw the guitar market was going good. This was a number of years ago. And he wanted to get his brand out. Like it's everyone's dream that builds a guitar is to get your own brand out if you're building them. And whatever happened, business got in the way. One thing led to another. Maybe it was supply and demand. Maybe it was the product. Who knows? But it didn't happen. It didn't really get off the ground like he wanted. So what he did was became a reseller, and he sold other products that other factories were making through him and was very successful at it, going along good. Now it's come full circle, and he is now producing his own brand again. He's having them made, and on the headstock it will say BadCat. That's his brand. And what it is if you've ever played some of the imports of the Fenders or the Gibson copies, any of the imports from China, there's a lot of things that people change on them, like the pickups, the pots. It goes on and on, the bridge. There's a lot of things people like to update. Well, what he's trying to do is give you that more of an upscale model with his. So yeah, if it's a Les Paul design or a Strat design, and on that note, when we talk about Les Paul or Strat, look at those guitar bodies came out in the 50s, and their own company, Gibson, they've been copying that same body style for all these years. And that's what everybody does because that's what everybody wants. Everybody likes that shape, that style. It's like a dreadnought. Martin had a dreadnought from back when they discovered water. And everybody makes a dreadnought because that's what's pop. That's what they want. So don't talk about copying people when they say that. The name, that's something different. But the style, that's what people like. So I'm getting off track. So let me get back on track. So what he's doing is on his BadCat guitars, you'll notice if you have one, if you get one, he's got the better pots. He has the 500K pots in there. He has the orange caps. The pickups are an upgrade. They seem to be an upgrade. He's trying to improve, just not that regular old cookie cutter copy that's coming out from overseas. He's putting that extra into it and keeping it at a very good price. If you bought guitars from him in the past, they always came in a styrofoam coffin with just a million miles of tape and the postage stamps all over them. He now has his own shipping boxes for BadCat. So, yeah, the styrofoam coffin is still inside, but it comes in a legit shipping box now. And he's got a whole different model. So since the tariffs have started and all the nonsense that's going on. He's doing electric guitars and acoustic guitars, and he is, for the U.S. people, they're being shipped to the U.S. so that you'll just pay to have it shipped from California. You won't have to worry about it being shipped from China. He's taking care of all that. He's paying the fees. He's got that all orchestrated. You buy them right here in the U.S. from California. It's a select variety. He doesn't have 300 guitars to choose from, but he has an excellent selection, and he's always looking for suggestions and ideas. And again, I'll have links for all this in the video, in the description. But what are the products? The products are guitars that are priced right. They're not the last guitar you're ever going to own. Most of them, they are what they are. This guitar here, for example, it's a solid top with laminated back and side acoustic guitar. There's how many? There's hundreds and hundreds of different models of solid top laminated back and side guitars. This happens to be rosewood laminated back and side, which is nice. This is a dreadnought, and it's done in the style of a D45. You know, people will say, the main complaint, I think, with a lot of the guitars coming from over there is they don't like the name on the headstock. If you don't want it to say BadCat, if you don't want it to say Silvertone or Wang Chung or Gibson or Fender, if you don't want it to say that, just cover it up. What's the big deal? I mean, it just takes tape and just cover up the name. It's problem fixed as far as I'm concerned. And you know what? If that's the only complaints you have with one of these guitars, man, you're pretty lucky, because a lot of people would be critical about other things, but a lot of people just complain about that name. Cover it up. Then who's doing any damage to anybody? Nobody. But anyways, this is done in the style of the D45. It's very nice. It hits all the marks that I like. Like I've mentioned several times, I like the binding all around the headstock, around the neck. This has the open tuners in the back. Laminated rosewood, back and side, solid Sitka spruce top. It has the joint here on the neck, all right, which is common, but it also has the scarf joint on the headstock. A lot of people, and it has the volute, on the scarf joint, a lot of people think, oh boy, that's a weak point, that's going to be the first thing that breaks. Anybody who knows anything about woodworking, and you put a scarf joint in, you can hit this thing with a hammer or anything, and the scarf joint will probably be the last thing to break. The wood itself will probably break before a joint will. They're that strong and that bonded. I'm not sure what the specs are on the site. That's one of the only weak things as far as the acoustic site goes. Some of the specs are not actually up to date or 100% accurate, so you have to kind of do it yourself. For instance, I think this might say ebony fretboard, ebony bridge on the line. This is rosewood, and this is rosewood bridge. It is a bone saddle, as best I can see. This is a bone saddle, and it's a bone nut, best I can tell. I possibly could be wrong, which big surprise, but that's about it. Everything else is just described pretty accurately. It has all the abalone on it. The rosette, excuse me, the rosette is done very well. The inlays are all good. The neck is good. There's no fret sprouts whatsoever. It's terrific. I'll give you an idea what it sounds like. Mary Lasses on the 5th day of May. I could not hold on very long. So I cut off my hair and I rode straight away to the known country where I could not go wrong. So there you go. Solid Sitka spruce top, leave it Sitka. Laminated rosewood back and side guitar. Beautiful. Workmanship is excellent. Has the strap pins on both ends. Open gear tuners, like I said. The tuners are very smooth. The neck is very comfortable, thin neck. Guitar like this, he's selling it, I believe it's $240. You pay $30 shipping. He's got all kinds of coupons and special sales going on, so you get discount. I can't even keep track of it, but it's going to be under $300 no matter how you look at it. There's a lot of guitars, well, not a lot, but there's a number of guitars you can get for under $300. Can you get one that looks this fancy? No. And some people don't want this fancy. But if you do, it's hard to beat it. You know, what are you going to do? This is just an acoustic guitar. There's no amplifier or preamp in it, no pickup. A lot of people don't like the pickup in there. A lot of people don't like a pick guard on it. So this doesn't have the pick guard, doesn't have the preamp. It has the yellow toner, though. It has this yellow coloring, and some people don't like that. But most every guitar you look at that's aged is yellowed like that. That's what the ultraviolet does to it. But that's my 2 cents on the guitar. There's another gentleman that's got he did an excellent review. If you go to that music club website on Facebook, you'll see a review by Michael Deeb. And Michael Deeb is an incredibly successful individual. And we're both from different sides of the tracks. I'm Joe Blow, and Michael Deeb was very successful in life. He's retired now and just living the dream. But I had to write this down, the number of companies, because I couldn't memorize it. Michael Deeb was the CEO of the music group, and was later renamed the Music Tribe. They own several of the brands, including Behringer, Midas, Clark Technic, Labgruppen, Tanny, Turbosound, TC Electronics, TC Helicon, Behringer, Bugera, Cool Audio, Oratone. It just goes on and on and on. This guy was the real deal. He knows what's what. He's good at business, obviously, very successful. And he was in finance before this. But he's a guitar player, he's a music lover, and a world traveler. So he's a very interesting person. He did an excellent comprehensive review on the electrics. So I encourage you to go to that site on Facebook and check out his review. It's pretty impressive, and he gives it an honest review. As I said, I'm working with Jason and helping him out answering questions. I'm not gonna steer you wrong. I mean, I get for doing that, I get a discount on shipping, but everybody gets a discount. So it's not really like I'm getting anything nobody else is, because everybody gets these discounts and 10 or 20% off and all this other stuff. So I just enjoy helping out and answering questions for people in the U.S. because I speak English somewhat. So if there was something wrong with this, I would tell you what it is. I can tell you what's right, and what's right is the price. If you're looking for an acoustic guitar, I mean, you could do a lot worse. And this is a beauty. It's a beautiful looking guitar. The action is fine. It has the Chinese strings or whatever they're using that it came with, but it's fine with me. So that's really all I wanted to tell you today, because it sounds like the dog's got to go out. I hear him calling me. So I hope if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try and get back to you. Otherwise, I'll put links in the description and see what you see. All right, talk with you later.